Mechanical clocks were first developed in Europe during the early 14th century. They remained the standard timekeeping devices for over 3 centuries until the pendulum clock was invented in 1656 by Dutch polymath Christian Huygens. This was the first revolutionary breakthrough in the accuracy of clocks, as pendulum clocks were about 100 times more accurate than their predecessors. Soon, similar clocks were being designed and manufactured all across Europe. The pendulum clock remained the most accurate timekeeping device up until the development of the quartz oscillators and the atomic clocks after World War II. In the 1960s, quartz oscillators became widely available to the public and served as the key component of the world's most widely used clocks by the 1980s. Clocks can be considered as purely utilitarian, as they are both a vital and universal part of one's everyday life. The very structure of our society is based on allotments of time that can only be described by these devices. For centuries, they have been useful tools to help us organize our time and responsibilities. They are engineered for a single specific purpose and serve that purpose for people all over the world. Without clocks, our world would be unstructured and erratic. Clocks are also a great example of the stylistic choices of culture, time, or an individual. They can also describe a particular moment in history purely due to their universal nature. Iconic clocks are everywhere, like Big Ben in London or the clock in the middle of Grand Central Station. Whether it be a small Mickey Mouse clock on a kitchen counter or some bulky wooden grandfather clock in the corner of a living room, all clocks can be described through style and emotion. This particular wall clock is especially intriguing due to its minimalism and inexpensive nature. This is a red Mainstays 8.78-inch wall clock produced by the Sterling & Noble Clock Company. You can buy them for under $4 at Walmart, which is quite possibly the cheapest wall clock on the market. However, it doesn't compromise for its low price. It is designed with function in mind, of course, but also with the ideas of decades of stylistic imagery. It invokes nostalgia of every clock you saw in high school, and conscious decisions were made in the design of the product through its red trim, the font of the Arabic numbers, and the relative thickness of its 3 hands. Each and every one of these decisions contributes to the final product, and therefore how the customer feels when they view the product. In our Industrial Design and Modern Society class, we have been studying the concept of left and right brain thinking. In traditional thought, the left brain is responsible for all logic, that is mathematics, science, and rational thinking, whereas the right brain is thought to be responsible for emotion, that being creativity, art, and imagination. However, these aren't the only regions of the brain responsible for types of thinking. The corpus callosum is the region of the brain that bridges these two ways of thinking together. It is through this region of the brain that products are designed to be both aesthetically pleasing and functional. The Mainstays wall clock was designed in this way, by considering both utility and function without forgetting style and aesthetic.